we're gonna cook, well, not today, over the course of the next couple days, we're gonna cook half picnic, and first step, of course, is to take it out of the freezer. So here we go on our first bold step. And then you put it in the refrigerator, of course, and let the thawing begin. Alright, the next step here is to, it's thawed a little bit, to go ahead and put some of the seasonings on this bad boy. Maybe it's a bad girl, I don't know. Big old hunk of pork. Let me wash my hands. Okay, now I've done that, I'm gonna grab a fork and just stab it a bunch, you know. Just stab it, stab, stab. Stab, 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 stab. Just a bunch of stabs all over. There. Probably pretty well stabbed through the fork in the sink. What next? I like to use just a little bit of lime juice, squirt it on there. This lime's about empty. Another one in the fridge, but that's probably good enough for now. Let's see, what else was I gonna put on? I was gonna throw a little bit of malt vinegar on there. Just a wee bit. Wee bit of malt vinegar. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of this this El Yucateco. Just a few hints of it. Doesn't come out very fast, so looks less than it might appear. And then finally I have this Slap Yo Mama stuff I'm gonna throw on there. Just some generic red and black pepper stuff. Coat the meat in that. And let's just for good measure, let's throw some, let's see, what do we have here? Just a red vinegar, or not, red pepper vinegar, Louisiana style hot sauces. Sprinkle some of that on it. Probably be pretty spicy. So, alright, I'm gonna turn this frying pan on pretty hot. I'm gonna sear the pork before I cook it in the oven, so just some brief searing for a few jiffies before I throw it in the oven. And so, cheers. Turned it on. We'll let it get pretty hot before I put the pork on it, actually. So while the pan's getting real hot, I'm gonna take out the baking pan and things start getting things squared away in this for more cooking. I think things got a little bit too mightily hot, so I smoking up a bit, so I turned the fan on, took it off the heat. Yeah, so probably good enough, real hot now. Should be able to throw the pork right on there. So let's get her done. I'm just gonna drop this whole thing right there. Bam, get her done. Drizzle some of the accumulation stuff that's leaked off. Just drizzle that right there on top. And now it's probably time to just turn it over. Try not to burn yourself too much. Bam! You're done. Whew. Smoky. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna get the pan ready. Gotta put a little water in it. Keep things nice and moist. That's probably about good. I have these jalapenos. I don't have fresh ones, unfortunately, but these will do. Have those handy. Also have a good barbecue sauce. I always look for the ones that have a tomato or something as the main ingredient. A lot of them, they have high fructose corn syrup will be the first or second ingredient, but this one has tomato paste and then brown sugar, so this is good stuff. So kind of hard to breathe because of all the smoke, but set the stove to 270. So we're preheating the oven now. I think this is seared just enough, probably close enough for government work. So now I'm gonna drop some peppers on there, on top of it. And the water around it a little bit, so quickly. Slip off the side. Main thing's just having it in there. Seeping their juices everywhere. There. That's probably good enough. I'm also gonna throw this barbecue sauce on. Just drizzle it on. I always like to throw some lime juice on stuff. And a little bit more of this red pepper, black pepper, salt mix. Should be pretty good eating, I reckon. Alright, now the oven's hot enough. Let's see, I need some tin foil. Got my tin foil. Need a fairly big chunk to cover the whole thing. throw that on top there, like that. I don't know if you can actually see that, but pop open the oven. Here's the absolutely terrifying part. You gotta stick that thing in there without burning yourself too badly. Nice. Alright. There. And now we'll cook it for, maybe 70-80 minutes, I don't know. Something like that. Alright, I just got back from the grocery store. Got some different stuff. We got some creamy tomato, mushroom gnocchi. This stuff's not too bad, but it doesn't really leave much room for customization, which is the main drawback. Old standby tuna helper. Some tuna to go with the tuna helper. Hopefully I don't go berserk. What else do I have here? Got some milk. I got a lot of different turkey sausage, turkey hot dogs. Turkey's real good meat as far as health goes. Throw this in there. More turkey sausage. And also got a bag of pressureless tennis balls. Throw those in there. Whoa, there's ice all over the floor. It's kind of slippery. Anyway, it's been a while, so I'm gonna take it out, see how it is. May or may not need to cook it a little more. It smells pretty good. Smells pretty good. It's always a good sign. Looks like I got some good gravy going on in there. Whoa, Nelly. Let's get that stop beeping. There you have it. Probably should cut into it a bit. Let's give it a good stab. I don't know. It's nice and tender. It's gonna be really good. It smells delicious. But I think it could use a little bit more. Just so to minimize the trichinosis and such. I'm gonna throw it in just a wee bit longer. I'm only cooking it on 270, of course, so slow and slow, as they always say. Drop the hot pad in the oven. This is gonna be bad, maybe. I don't know. Start. Let's see, bake. Yeah, I burned myself in the oven back in, let's see, what would that have been? That would have been like 4th grade, 3rd grade. I was pulling some bagels out of the oven, and the hot pad was kind of flimsy, and I don't know, it all, my shaking hands and whatnot, it just went everywhere and stuff. So ever since then, been all minorly terrified of the oven. So cheers. Alrighty folks, I'm gonna say it's done, so let's get it out of the oven and dig in. It's great hot. I feel like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you know, in Nebuchadnezzar's furnace or whatever, you know. Yeah, this looks pretty good. You can zoom in, see the details. So that's kind of blurry details. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. I'll cut off a piece and stuff and eat it on camera so you can see what kind of face I make. Here's a look at the other side. So yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Smells good. Alright, need a fork to spear it with. Wimpy fork. Have this good central trimmer fork. Heavy duty fork for some heavy duty eating, right? So let's just spear this. That wasn't a very good spear. Drop it on there. And let's just see if I can cut off a piece. I don't have very good knives. Someday I'll have to get a knife that's worth calling a knife. But it's good. A+, I'd say. Of course, I'm evaluating myself. Although I like to say I'm a pretty honest self-evaluator. Not half bad. And you can see it is a little pink. But the USDA said that it's allowed to be a little pink now, so I don't know. If we get trichinosis, so be it. Won't be the first time.